Hi, and welcome to the video. My name is Neil Rose, and today I want to share my new project with you guys. I'm calling it the Rose Garden Tour. This will be a series about the long and interesting history of Sonic Robo Blast 2 Kart's racing mode maps. The overall goal of these videos is to give some more spotlight on the game I feel needs a bit more love. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed a tour of Ring and Sneaker Cup. Starting off Ring Cup, we have Green Hills. This map has a lot of easygoing turns and plenty of off-road cuts to help you catch up. Here's a quick way to take one of the cuts. Just be sure not to hang too much to the left or you may bonk your cart into the wall. Welcome to Dark Race. Do your best to hit as many boost panels during the straightaways as possible, but try not to catch too much airtime. My tip for hitting the boost panel right outside the cave, located inside the water, is to brake once you hit the patch of grass, just ever so slightly. That way you don't skip over it. This is only really in hard speed. Any other speed you should be able to just hold acceleration and land on top of it anyways. There are about two notable cuts in this map. One of them skips an item set, and the other is just at the end of the map. The first cut skips the item set completely, so use it at your own risk. My tip for the last cut is to be careful around the bumpy patch of grass, as it can easily send you flying into the air, completely ruining your racing line. Northern District is our next map. This map is home to a lot of split paths and a few bottomless pits here and there. The more risky path in the big park area is by far the fastest path if you don't have a sneaker or a speed item. That being said, there are two important cuts to learn here. The first one I like to call Park Cut, which is a straight cut through the park area with boost panels. The only issue with the cut is that it's position based, and it will not open until the racer first passes either this checkpoint or that checkpoint. The last cut is harder to pull off, but can be done at any time of the race, with the help of just about any speed item. The entry of this cut can be a bit tricky, but using brakes to line yourself up with the red springs before boosting will increase your odds of making it across. One last tip related to the bridge jump. If you brake a little just as you're about to hit the last boost panel, you'll have more time to react to the U-turn right after. Darkville is a map that will test your ability to make sharp turns constantly, but once you get it down, your karting skills will greatly improve. As you see in the first couple seconds of the race, you can skip the first turn entirely by performing a rocket start boost. You can perform the rocket start boost by pressing the acceleration button once the countdown from 3 to 1 hits 1. Outside of the very clear off-road cuts, there's also an invincibility cut that's also very powerful. If you manage to have invincibility, you can cut through all of this section here. A fan favorite for many, Daytona is a course filled with oil spills that will spin you out if you touch them, a bunch of trees you can bonk on, and a long spiral that can be a deadly SPB run ender for some racers. You can skip the second turn by hitting this boost panel and turning for the off-road. If you manage to have a sneaker though, you can also skip through this other patch of off-road, which can lead to a great breakaway. This next notable cut can be done with or without a sneaker using this boost panel, but this could be a tricky maneuver at speed. This last one is not really recommended, as it can be a bit unpredictable due to the hill and tree formation. The most important set piece to learn is the final spiral. I can't really give exact advice for every stat block, but generally you want to have a wider turn to allow yourself more room to chain blue and red mini turbos together, sometimes even bonking the wall to get a better exit angle. One final note, if you hold a mini turbo long enough, you can also gain a rainbow mini turbo, which is the strongest in the game. Zeppelin is the first track in Sneaker Cut. This map's got wind sectors that keep you airborne so long as you're above it. The second turn has a three-way split path which offers the player the choice of either an off-road cut, an item set, or nothing at all. Much like Northern District, slowing down a bit will help you take the jump and its turn a bit more easier. Other than that, try to line yourself up with the boost panels at the last item set. There are also time cycles on these last boost panels during the straightaway. Sonic Speedway. Another straightforward map. Having multiple sneakers or a power item can help you get an edge towards the latter half of the race. Take note of the grass cuts and try to chain them together, as it can give you a big advantage. You can end up skipping the final item set by taking one of the cuts as well, so weigh your odds accordingly. Hilltop time. At the beginning of the race, you can actually perform a rocket start and skip the first jump entirely. This is a pretty good track to try to learn Drift Story, and if you haven't already incorporated that in your gameplay. If you enter a drift state or have a mini turbo spark start in, then become airborne via a ramp jump, springs, or simply falling from somewhere, you can maintain the charge level of an NT and even gain a level if held long enough. Don't forget, there's a cut at the end of the map too. Misty Maze will be the second to last map showing off today. The general advice I can give you guys is to do your best to avoid the cycle hazards, as they will greatly impact your ability to catch up. But if you find yourself falling behind, the first cut hidden away to the far right of the first item set can be very powerful, and punishing if you fail it. The final track of Sneaker Cup, Grand Metropolis, is home to the very first elevator set piece. Unfortunately, if you don't have enough speed, you may end up falling to your doom, or taking a really long time to get to the top. My only other tip for this elevator is simply good luck. There's not a whole lot I can tell you sometimes because in net games, anything goes. But if you want a net game secret, generally, avoiding the middle is your best bet. This is also the first map to have no shortcuts at all, so falling behind can be really punishing. As you may notice, the blue color road actually speeds you up, while the red one will slow you down. Next, let's talk about Red and Yellow Springs. Expect to see these bad boys a lot as you play through more net games, since it's a very common set piece used in a lot of maps nowadays. Much like in the 2D style Sonic games, the springs can stop your momentum via the Yellow Springs, or it can carry your momentum via the Red Springs. I personally feel like, to get better at this game, you're gonna have to get used to the Red and Yellow Springs, as it can be a difference maker when it comes to races. Hi, thanks for watching the video. Before we end, I want to give a special shout out to Dontu for joining me in the play session of every map showing off. I really appreciate it. That's all I have for you guys today, so let me know what you guys thought in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.